Okay, let's continue on with week one's research. We're at step number 4, or part number 4. You need to input some information here. Right here is Molson Coors, ticker symbol is TAP. What we need to find is the company's NAICS number. This is equivalent to what historically used to be called the SIC number. It's the Standard Industry Code number. So we need to look that up. So we need to go to we need to Google it. So we go here to Google. Just I'm going to tap NAICS. Oops, I gotta spell it right. NAICS. I'm not sure why that happened. Let's try it again. So here we go. We need to find this. Now again, if I look down, sooner or later you'll see the digits. Here it is, tax number right here, Molson Coors. Here's the code, 31210. 31210. Sorry. 312120. Okay, so that we'll use that number maybe a little bit later. All right, next we need to find some more information about Coors. So let's go to the dividend thing, right? So I know I've saved those dividends. Here's the dividends. Let's make it a little bit wider here. What we like to do is to find the last 5 years digits. So we need essentially 20 dividends. So let's just put in here, let's put in a counter for me. Put in a counter, and I need to go down here and I need to find 20. So that's it. These are the 20 that I want. So if you go back up here, so let's do this. Now I want them actually to go in the opposite order. I want them to go from the oldest to the newest. So we're just going to do the real quick little data sort. So data sort, and we want to do this. I have the labels there, so we're going to do it by date. That's going to go from oldest to newest. Put this over here so you can see it. Oldest to newest. Say OK, and now it's done them in the reverse order. So now let's just copy them. Copy, and I want to put them in this table. So go over to paste, and then go paste isn't. Let me see if I can get the paste in the middle here so you can see it. When you click on paste, you're going to get some choices. Sometimes it takes a while for that to click up. Okay, so here we are. So, and you'll see it does. I don't want to put it in one cell. Might want to put it there. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. So this is the one I want. And you can just go across there until you find the one you want. So there we go. So now I've inserted the date, dividends, all that's in there. So I can get rid of some of these columns if I want. Right? So we can get rid of some. You can clean it up a little bit. So we can clean it up. Oh, I got a whole bunch here, so I can just go down here and just obviously just delete the cells, make it pretty. There you go. We got enough of them. We're going to do the exact same thing with the prices. So go to that price Excel spreadsheet and work from prices and input the data that you need then for the spreadsheet. Again, it's the exact same process. Okay, so what's next? Next, we want to gather some more information about the company itself. So now we're going to go back to Yahoo Finance. We're going to go to Yahoo Finance and start looking for more data. So let's first start with what's referred to as profiles. And as you see in this Word document, it's going to tell you where to go in Yahoo Finance. Go to Profile. Click on Profile. And it asks you for some data. Who's the CEO? If you go down far enough, you'll find out. Right down here, the guy's name's Schwinberg. Swinburne. So you're just going to put in his name. I think until he was 61 years old. And we're going to move on. How many employees are here? Well, it's on this page here somewhere. So you go up here. They have 17,650 employees. Plug it in. What's the industry and sector of the company? Again, it's going to be, so it's written right here. Consumer goods and beverage brewers. Consumer goods, beverages, brewers. Right? Next, let's click on this sector for a second. So you go to sector. Now, let's think about this. I mean, a sector is comprised of many industries, and an industry is comprised of many companies. So we want to look at the industries that are in this sector, and we want to find out what are the 5 largest industries in this sector. And as you can see, they're in here alphabetically. So we want to rank them by size, and of course that's market capitalization. So these tickers, these column heads, if you will, are all sortable. So if you click it one time, it goes from smallest to largest. Click it again, and now we have the largest. So here are the 5 largest. We want the 5 largest companies or industries in this sector. And I don't want all of those things. So see, it's going by size. So we're going to have to move this over a little bit so that we can insert this data. And what you're going to do, what we'll end up doing, is just plugging this stuff here, right? This is auto manufacturers, right? And what's next? Let's see if we can get a little bit more over here. There we go. And then we have, business equipment, personal products, recreational goods, other, and tobacco products. Of course, we can make this. We want to obviously watch our spelling, etc. This is auto manufacturing, major. Right? So we get the exact things here. So there we have. So now we know what the sectors are. Those are the 4 largest industries within the sector of, in this case, was what's called consumer goods. And of course, in my case, you can see that Coors, or the beverage industry, is not in the top 4. The next thing we want to do is we want to now look at the industry itself. So again, if we go up to the top, you see I'm just going to do a backspace here, and I'm going to backspace to that profile page. When you get back to the profile page, now I want to look at the industry. Click on the industry, right? And here's a part that says these are leaders and laggards. So I'm going to click on that section, on that part of the work page, and what you can see here is they have a listing of industries. In this case, these are leaders. And if I scroll down a little bit, you can also see the laggards. So these are the best companies and these are the worst companies. And in this case, we want to go based on price performance. So as you see here, we have a table for leaders. So what you need to do is, I want to, under price performance, let's start with the top one here. And again, I have a little bit of a challenge with some of the ticker symbols here, but this is China New Forerun, and that number is 6.13. Then down below that, CNC Group, 4.19. Next, SAB Miller, and that is 2.99. Next, Belvedere, 224.7. I don't think I have, and that's all I want. I want the top 4. So those are the top 4 based on price performance. Down below, we have another thing for the worst 4. So down here, we're going to put the worst 4. Ambev, negative 3.00. Francois Rera. My French is not all that good. Minus 1.19. Berenson. Negative 1.01. And finally, we got Big Rock. Negative 0.56. So now, the next thing I like to do, let's go back up to the leaders again. I want to do the exact same analysis, but now I want to find out what are the best companies with respect to market capitalization. So when you click on market capitalization and view, you'll come up to another set. So here are our companies, and we're going to put in the top 4. So this is SAB Miller, right? 5269 billion. Okay. Grupo Modelo, 549 point. Put B. Ambev, 251B. All right. So those are the top 3. Oops, I need one more. And the next one is United Beverage. And that is 180B. So again, I'm gonna do the exact same thing down here with the laggards. Let's find out who those laggards are. So I'm going to input these 4 companies in this column. So what you end up with is we have 6 variables that we want to measure for our companies. And again, what you might have to do is, again, if the words are a little bit too big, they're taking up too space, you can click on this and you can reduce the size, right? So let's make it 10. Get rid of the bold print so it prints a little bit, so you can fill in the blanks so you don't have to fill up the whole page and run off the page. In the end, what I'm going to ask you to do, the reason we're doing this is we would like to find out, well, which companies are the best and which companies are the worst. One of the things you'll notice is in laggards, with respect to price performance, Ambev is the worst company. But when you look at market capitalization, they're the 3rd largest company. So the 3rd largest company is producing the worst price performance. So, I mean, that might be something that's of interest to know for that company. So down below, I need some research done. I need some analysis done. Which companies seem to show up the most frequently? Again, this is all done from observation, right? Which one of these companies, let me expand this a little bit more so we can see more of what this thing asks, right? From observation, who's the best, who's the worst? Now, I don't just want a company name or a ticker symbol. Explain what you're seeing. Why is it the best? Why is it the worst? Give me some more information. Tell me about where your company shows up. It's quite possible that your company doesn't show up in either of these categories. If it's a big industry, it's also possible for some industries that maybe you only have 4 companies in the industry. So the 4 leaders are also going to be the 4 laggards because they're the only 4 there are. So you just need to, again, plug them in and let's talk about who you think's the best and worst and where your company ends up. I will tell you, as far as the analytical things that I'm going to ask from this class, there are no right or wrong answers. These are your opinions. This is your analysis. What I'm looking for is a connection to data, connection to the information that you provide me that makes sense with your opinion of what's going on inside this company or with this company. The last thing to do for this research then is to go back to Yahoo Finance. Now I'm going to go back. Let me pull that over here again. We need to look at this company. We're going to go back to Yahoo Finance. And again, the things I want is I want you to go to the summary page and the key statistics. And we're going to look for this data. So if you go to the summary page, whoops, I'm sorry, we've got to go clear back to the home page where it had the company information. Here we are. And I need to go to summary. So go to the summary page. We need to plug in some information. What do I need to know? What's the last trading price? Where can I find that? You need to look around here, find out where it's at, right? What is the last trade? Can't seem to find it. Might not be here. Days range, right? Let's see what it is. Actually, I'm sorry. It's $71.53. So that's the price it just is traded at, $71.53. What's the price range? We're going to go from 70.05 to 72. 70.05 to 72.13. Right? So you're going to input that. Again, that didn't turn out right. But as you can see, you're just going to go to find the data. Where's the earnings per share? There's the earnings per share, $3.92. Enterprise value. Oh, that's not here. So what I'm going to have to do is go to the key statistics thing. Go to key statistics, and here we go. Enterprise value, $16.15 billion. What's the beta? Where am I going to find that? Look and see if it's on this table. Might be here. It might be somewhere else. Actually, here's beta, 1.23. What about the operating cash flows? We need to find that. Again, these are essentially just the basic statistics, key information you need to know. Here's the operating cash flow, $1.15 billion. Again, so plug in this data. Eventually, we're going to use this data when we talk about more about the company, when we delve deeper into the company's financials and their financial information. So that's the end of the research for week 1.